I believe that SAFEchild has made me the parent that I am today. We have a blended family. I have a 10-year-old stepson, and my husband and I have a 5-year-old daughter. I turned to SAFEchild to help with the frustrations that I was having. My daughter was actually going through a stage of the terrible twos, and I wanted to learn some effective ways instead of taking what I've learned from my parents. I knew that I wanted to raise her different than how my parents raised me. At times, I used to get so frustrated, I used to have to step outside just to count to 3 and calm my cool, but now, I just take time to think it through. I breathe, I count to 3. SAFEchild has taught me different strategies that I have learned to take care of my daughter when she was going through the terrible twos, anywhere from positive discipline to learning how to reward her instead of toys and candy. We do a lot of fun stuff. We actually have mother-daughter outings. That seems like it's more effective with us. My name is Kishni, and I believe in SAFEchild.
Child abuse is not a topic anyone likes to talk about. It's painful to speak about children being betrayed by the very ones who are supposed to love and protect them, their parents or caregivers. But it's real, right here in our own Wake County. Every day children are suffering, and many children who grow up in abusive homes will suffer later from addictions, commit crimes, even abuse their own children because that's the only example they know.
I believe that SAFEchild makes an enormous difference in the present and the future for children and their families. Close to 90% of young people in the juvenile justice system and of adults who are violent offenders report having been abused as children. And the chances of abusing one's own children in the future are much, much higher if a person has been abused themselves. But the good news is that if children receive intervention, those odds are very much reduced. SAFEchild fills a really critical niche because it provides both prevention and intervention services.
I was referred to SAFEchild when my wife and I separated. All the fights that my wife and I had and all the arguments were devastating to my children, my 2 sons, age 8 and age 5. My son Sam had difficulty academically. He misbehaved a lot. He was quite abusive to his little brother. SAFEchild helps parents and children today and children who will one day be parents themselves, like my sons. My name is Michael, and I believe in SAFEchild.
When it comes to child abuse, there's only one goal: prevention. And preventing child abuse is what SAFEchild does best. SAFEchild is a unique agency in Wake County that provides a blend of parent education and social support to parents and children that ends the toxic cycle of abuse. Since 1993, SAFEchild, an acronym for Stop Abuse for Every Child, has improved the lives of thousands of Wake County families through its effective programs like the Nurturing Program, Welcome Baby, and the SAFEchild Advocacy Center, founded on the belief that compassion, awareness, and education are the keys to change. SAFEchild brings together volunteers, social workers, civic groups, businesses, faith communities, and donors. All friends who believe in the work SAFEchild does to change lives.
I brought him home and I just got really depressed, and I was really lonely, and it was just a time that I can remember just looking at my son and not really knowing who he was and not really knowing who I was. Contrary to the belief that when you have a kid, you automatically know yourself and know your child and fall in love, and that wasn't my case. I started looking for help when I noticed that I wasn't getting any sleep and the loneliness just got to be too much, and I couldn't find a way to reach out to other moms because I didn't know how. I didn't know how to be Crystal and be a mom and be social again. And that's when I found out about the Welcome Baby program. It's where a mother who's experienced, she becomes a mentor to a new mom who is not so experienced, and just as in my case. I would definitely recommend other young moms to the Welcome Baby SAFEchild program. It's very essential. It's a great program to go to because you can learn so much from somebody else. Like I said, somebody not in your family, somebody who's not going to make judgments. They're just going to be there to help from the heart, and that's what you need. I feel the love for him, and my husband is really bonding with him too. And I think because I started bonding with him better, my husband did, and it just makes the whole family more together and more one and more happy. Maceo was definitely a prized gift in my life. He's really changed my life for the better, and showed me who I really am, and brought out the best in me and my husband as well. My name is Crystal, and I believe in SAFEchild.
SAFEchild is turning lives around, but many families are still hurting. They need you to believe in families and children, and believe in the difference SAFEchild makes. Not only believe, but partner with us to prevent one of life's greatest tragedies. Together, we can stop abuse for every child.